Hello? Hey, welcome to your new job here at Freddy's. If you're hearing this, congratulations, you're our new night guard. Throughout the week, you'll be here to watch over the building, make sure no one gets in or out. Fazbear Entertainment wants everyone to forget what happened at Freddy's. Freddy's is truly meant to be a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. There's also potential for legal issues to come up, so Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for property or people being damaged here. This job may seem easy, but there is a catch. You might have seen our animatronic mascots by now. If not, you can see them on the cameras through the tablet we've provided you with. While they're programmed to move around during the day, they've recently begun roaming around at night. It could be a bug with their servos. As far as we know, they'll still think there are people entertaining around at night, and you just happen to be the people. If someone does happen to wonder, we've supplied you with this very animatronic. Just throw it on, and it'll trick them. That thing is a bit old though, and since this place has been under construction, asbestos or whatever may have gotten into it, so wear it only when you need to. And just in case you may think that there's something roaming down the halls, you can operate that spotlight in the ceiling there. Oh, two more things I need to mention. Keep an eye on the generator. You'd be pretty screwed if it happened to shut off, because the entire building's power would die out. Through the tablet, you can fix any errors the generator may have during your shift. There's a music box you'll need to keep wound up at all times in the entrance area. It's what keeps a special attraction for people. I think that's everything. I'll talk to you tomorrow night, and remember to smile, as you're the face of Freddy Fazbear's myself. Hello? Oh, you made it through your first shift. Not that I doubted you, it's just... whatever. I hope you remember everything I told you last night. I'd be checking the cameras about now if I were you. Freddy and his friends may get much more irritable as the week goes on, so you really should keep an eye on them. Oh, that reminds me. There's a built-in whistle function in your tablet for one of the animatronics in the building. His name is Doug. Doug the dog. His newer technology makes the mask trick ineffective for whatever reason, so if he ever leaves his spot on the stage in Party Room 1, find where he is on cameras and use the whistle. It'll draw him back to his stage in a heartbeat. He'll probably be lurking in one of the 2 halls. You may also have noticed Sugar the cat. She likes to crawl through the vent system, so make sure you keep a good eye on her. Sugar's programming is odd. She can be either pulled without a mask or rebooted if a bright light happens to shine on her face. So you may have to switch gears at times when it comes to her. Hope this doesn't give you too much trouble, especially that puppet thing. I've never been too fond of it. It's very eerie looking compared to the others. Just stares when it's on during the day. Keep it in its box at all times, okay? Oh, yeah, one last thing. If you're tired of that generator acting up and going out, you might want to check on it after your shift tonight. I'll call you then. Good night. Hey, thanks for doing this. It shouldn't take too long. I just need you to look inside that panel and rearrange some wires. I don't think it'll be that hard. Just match up all the ends correctly, and if an animatronic seems to be coming close to you, it might not be a bad idea to keep shining your light on it every once in a while. That should stop it in its place for a bit. Anyways, good luck. Feel free to leave when it's back to working correctly. Hey, you made it to night 3. Congrats. I don't have much to talk about tonight, so this call will be quick. Oh, by the way, good job on fixing that generator. It seemed to work great for a bit this morning, but it just randomly stuttered and started acting up again. At this point, don't worry about it. We'll just order a new one. Recently we got Foxy the Pirate up and running. If he has the same issues as the others, he'll be out wandering around the building soon enough. We discovered that, much like sugar, Foxy's mechanisms are very vulnerable to red lights, so if you see him near you, just try shining your spotlight on him. Hopefully that'll make him run off. Here's a little story. It seems like the company accidentally sent us an older animatronic today. It's a spring lock animatronic. This one has to be an older model. I've never seen anything here like it. According to the others, his name is Frankfurt. He's not in working condition at the moment, so he's not going to be moving around anytime soon. Lucky you, huh? We're just going to keep him in the back room until we decide what to do with him. Anyway, I have to get going. Just keep up what you've been doing, and you should be golden. Alright, good night. Hey, Night 4. You've been doing a great job so far. I don't have much to say tonight, so I'm really just here to give you company. I know being in those walls the entire night can probably get to your head. Don't worry, it'll be over soon enough. Oddly enough, though, no one has come to get Frankfurt yet. So, how about after your shift, you go take a look at him yourself? I left some old tapes that should explain how to get him up and running. These Springlock characters have been out of commission for quite some time now, and I doubt he was sent here on purpose. We actually have the original Freddy and God as well. We're holding on to those two as management tries to figure out where to store them. These things are dangerous, and having them here is a risk. Some of the employees get shivers just looking at them. Anyways, the animatronics have been starting to show some strange behaviors during the day now. Sometimes they'll just stand there in the rooms, especially in the puppets. Just stand near the box, as if they're waiting for it to tell them something. It's starting to become an issue. Kinda makes me worried to be over there right now. There's really nothing to worry about though. You should be fine. Especially since you made it this far. I should get going. Good night.
and welcome to the Fazbear Entertainment Springlock Suit Repair Guide. This recording will detail how to bring one of our state-of-the-art springlock suits, in this case, Frank Burt, back to working order. First, press the button on his left cheek to initiate repair mode. Now, remove Frank Burt's hat, followed shortly after by the hair. Make sure you are very careful with the delicate parts by taking them off slowly and in a neat path. Now proceed to remove all facial components, starting with his eyes. Great. Now proceed to carefully remove his nose. Great work. Now proceed with taking off his right ear, followed by his left. Excellent. This step is crucial, so take your time and precisely work through this. Using extensive force, pull down on Frank Burt's jaw to unlock it. Prepare yourself as his face plates will forcefully swing open. Good job. You have successfully opened up Frank Burt's face, revealing his facial endoskeleton. Now, please tug on Frank Burt's bow tie in a sharp and fast motion. Any other way may cause serious harm to the suit. Now finally pry open Frank Burt's chest with a constant even force. Whatever you do, do not let go until his chest is open. Letting go or failing to apply a constant pressure may cause a spring lock to fail and prematurely release.
Hello? What are you doing there? Didn't you hear? You can't be there right now. It happened. Something really bad happened. I knew this day was gonna come eventually. Oh god. Someone found the Frank Burt robot. They must have solved the spring locks. Please don't go in the back room. Don't even look at the camera. Everything's just gone horribly wrong. The animatronics have been acting erratic. It's almost as if they're angry. Look, you're gonna have to hold out until someone gets you when your shift's over. You're safer staying in your office than trying to leave. And don't show up tomorrow. This place is shut down until further notice. It's Christmas tomorrow anyway. I've gotta go. Good luck and Merry Christmas, okay?
the director of Winter Wonderland. This game was probably the most ambitious project I've ever worked on, and it was pretty much an amazing experience. First of all, let me start from the beginning. When the game started, it was being made by Blackboy74. Him and a couple of friends of his were pretty much trying to remake The Return to Freddy's 2, and it was pretty much in development hell. No one was motivated and actually wanted to work on the game. Team members kept quitting, so he shelved the game, but Maximum Elevator, who was this game's project manager and co-director, he was talking to me in a Discord call about the canceled 2R, and he was just mentioning how it was cool. And out of the blue, I had no rhyme or reason. I just was like, I'll try to finish the game. Because from what I had heard, pretty much everything had been rendered, and it just wasn't finished being programmed. And as a programmer by trade, I was like, okay, I'll finish the game's code and we can release it. I looked at the old game's graphics, and I thought they were awful. like, just completely being honest, I did not like the way they looked. So, me, Nomoke, Tech Owl at the time, Vapor, and some other friends, we made a group chat, and our plan was, alright, we're gonna remodel the characters, re-render the rooms, program it, and call it a day. And as time went on, you've played the game, there's a lot more than that. We added all the repair sections, we added the overworld, we added the cutscenes. It was... The game started as a small idea, and just expanded into something much, much bigger. But through the game, I met amazing people. Before the game started, I had no clue who Marissa was, who's now one of my best friends. I wasn't too close to Nomoke and Ivan Nugget, and again, through the game, I became close friends with them. As someone who's going to college for video game design, I learned a ton of just useful information to use, and honestly, I don't think I'm ever gonna have an experience or game like Winter Wonderland, but the fact that I did get to have it is just amazing, and it's an experience I would never give up for the world. And also, the reception that, the game's gotten from just, fans and people excited for it. It's the first time I think I've ever had hype built up for a game I'm making, and, people looking forward to teasers, because we did teasers for this game, and I absolutely love teasers, so that was just a great thing we got to do. And, as just a fan of The Return to Freddy's, I've been following the Return to Freddy's game since 2015, maybe even 14. I love the series, and I loved what I was able to do and contribute with it. As you may have heard by now, we are planning on making a sequel to this game, and I just want to say thank you for your support, and I'll see you then.
Hi, welcome to my developer insight for the Return to Freddy's 2 Winter Wonderland. I'm the lead modeler of the game. I was contacted by my friend Nomak or Namoke. He asked me if I wanted to be the modeler of this game because Suslord was looking for a modeler. I modeled Bonnie first, then Chica, then Foxy, and then Freddy in that specific order. I left Freddy for last because the team did not know what we wanted for Freddy to look like. We eventually settled on making him look like he was from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I eventually got around to modeling Sugar and Doug. Sugar was the more difficult one to come across. According to Maximum Elevator and Suslord, they originally wanted to leave Sugar out of the game, but I didn't want to see the character go to waste. So I decided to ask if I could redesign her. I went into my art program Clip Studio Paint and started sketching out something that looked a bit more original. Sugar was planned to wear a sun hat, but it was quickly scrapped due to everyone not liking it that much. After I was done redesigning Sugar, I had Spring Bonnie and Fredbear left to model. Lockjaw and Fredbear were already modeled by two other people. Lockjaw was already modeled by Namoke, way early on in development before I started working on Bonnie. Fredbear's model was made by Tech Owl before he left the team and internet, but because of the models looking different from my own style, Susslord requested me to edit the models to look more in tone with mine. After I finished the models, I eventually started spriting things for the overworld. Nomak was originally in charge of doing the overworld, but because Susslord knew I had spriting skills in the past, he asked me to see if I could do it instead. The overworld at least took 3 weeks to finish, but because I decided to do it in all one image instead of doing it with tiling instead, it eventually made the process a lot more difficult than it needed to be. Susslord eventually wanted me to do the Night 6 cutscenes because he got lazy and he knew I also animated in Source Filmmaker at one point, so I eventually animated Springbody getting up in that specific cutscene. Afterwards, the team decided that the animations of the animatronics being in front of your desk in the office didn't really look that nice. So I suggested that I can reanimate them and pose them in a nicer way. The last thing I did for this game was animate Lockjaw's jump scare in the Lockjaw repair part of the game. And that's a wrap for my developer commentary. If you're interested in any other projects that I do, follow me on Affordable Puns on Twitter.com and the Fangsome Wolf at GameJolt.com. Also, trans rights are human rights.
Hi, I'm Maximum Vapor, and I was the second in command and project manager for Winter Wonderland. I have a bit of history with this game, as this initially began as a revival of Black Boy 74's The Return to Freddy's 2 Rebooted, and I was part of the original team. Sometime after 2R's cancellation, I was talking with Susslord about it one day in a Discord call when he out of the blue decided to form Luminance Productions and bring the game back. I rendered just about everything for the main game plus the cutscenes and made sure the other team members got their tasks done, like in Among Us. That's all I have to say.
Hello, I am Toonster Games, and this is my developer insight for The Return to Freddy's 2 Winter Wonderland. I was originally working on this project starting back when it was called The Return to Freddy's 2 Rebooted. I was very interested in this remake of the game due to it staying rather true to how the original style of the game was, but looking much better at the same time. I was a beta tester for 2R, and I was really liking the progress shown for it. I thought it looked really good. And I was really saddened to see that it got cancelled, because I felt it was one of the best remakes of the game that I've seen out there, and it was a shame that it ended up the way it did. Fast forward a few months later, and I met up with Susslord and his crew. And one night during a call, we were talking about the canceled 2R. And then we thought, well, why not bring it back? And that's how it all started. That's how I began working on Winter Wonderland with everybody. I'm very proud of what the team has accomplished with this game. I think a lot of what they've done together is really good. A lot of the assets everybody's made is like really talented. They're all very equally talented people, and they've all been really great and fun to work with. And I'm glad that they did this game right. TRTF 2 I've always had a very soft spot for, as it was the reason I originally joined GameJolt, as I wanted to follow the game and stay up to date with it. And because of that, it's the reason I essentially got into making fan games. And I wanted to, see someone try to make something right with a revival of this game. I hope you enjoyed this game. I had a lot of fun working on this with everybody, and I think they all hope that you had fun with it too. Now I'm being held at gunpoint by Susslord to say this, so we fly high, no lie, you know it, ballin'. That's all I gotta say. Go check out everybody else's developer insight, or better yet, go check out the rest of this menu that isn't just a rip-off of the 6 Horrors 2 one. That's about it. Thanks for listening. See you later. Peace out, home dog.
Hello, I'm Namoke, and I worked on Winter Wonderland as a minor modeler, sprite artist, and I also made this really cool extras menu. When Susslord originally restarted this project, I had decided to decline the offer of being busy with some other projects at the time. Instead, I had recommended my buddy Marissa to Susslord, so she could do the models instead. Although there were some models I did want to do. Those were Freddy and Lockjaw, since those are the big bad TRTF mascots. While I made Lockjaw, I was given the reference to base it off the early versions of him from TRTF 2, 3, and 4 with some elements of TRTF 5 Lockjaw in there. I decided to make him look more realistic in some areas by giving him a suit with a bow tie instead of just some blue shirt with some buttons. I had also decided to give him a hyper-realistic fedora based off one I made for a certain Scatman John model. With Freddy, I was going to pitch a older Freddy model I had made for a different project with some adjustments, but later on Marissa just decided to make a whole new one. Along with making a new Freddy model, she had also improved upon my Lockjaw model by making it look more like a ventriloquist doll named Frankfurt Burton, instead of some weird man with tetanus. Spreading-wise was pretty similar, where I'd made a rough layout of how things were going to look, and then Marissa heavily improved upon them. With the extras menu, though, it was a completely different story. I immediately took the opportunity to make it, since the original version of TRTF2R that Black Boy was making straight up ripped off the extras menu I made for 6 Horrors 2, and I felt that there were some things I could improve upon. My goal was to finish it in a weekend, but that didn't happen whatsoever. I underestimated what I had to do for it, especially this audio player. With some personal issues also taking my time away from working on this, it took about roughly 2 weeks for me to finish the extras menu. I would say that to me, it is a huge improvement to the previous menu that I had made before, and it's overall pretty cool, and I hope you agree. And with that, that has been my insight for what I had worked on for the Return to Freddy's 2 Winter Wonderland.
Hello, TRTF fans. My name is Ivan Nugget that's my username on the internet. And as you read from the description, I made some of those games and helped creating them. I also helped create other games that are made by other people that are more popular than me. I enjoyed working on Winter Wonderland with everybody. The whole team are great people, really nice friends, you know. I enjoyed working on the voice lines that I did for the game. That's all I gotta say. Peace off.
Hello, my name is Winsomeless. I animated most of Winter Wonderland's jump scares and programmed the entirety of Classic Mode. When I was initially put onto the Winter Wonderland team, I was supposed to have a much more minor role than I have now. If I remember correctly, I did renders for the game page, the initial teasers, banner. Of course, as the game went along, plans got much bigger, and I ended up animating a lot, like jump scares and 360 renders of the animatronics that you can see right here on the extras menu. And then, of course, classic mode. Overall, I'm very proud of what the final product of this game came to be. I hope you guys liked it too, and I'm very honored that I got to work alongside such a great team of many other talented people.
Hi, my name is Prime, and I worked as the environmental modeler and cutscene creator on this version of TRTF2. When I first started working on this project, I was tasked with creating an environment that not only had an identity of its own, but also reflected the original design of TRTF2. To fulfill the requirements set by this note, I decided to have the game take place in a building heavily under construction, with a winter theme attached to it. I got no concept arts to base the environment on, so everything you see in the game was completely designed by me. To make matters more interesting, I made this entire map for an older version of this project, directed by Blackboy74. As most of you already know, that version got cancelled for quite a few reasons, so for a while I thought that this map would never see the light of day. That all changed when one of the old team members contacted me, because he and some of his friends, or old team members, wanted to continue working on this project. When I joined this new team, I've updated the lighting of this gigantic map, and even added a few new props to make the scene look even more appealing. Turns out, creating a realistic-looking cutscene is an incredibly difficult job. Not only did I have to worry about multiple wind, rain, and lightning simulations, I also had to make sure that the scene was optimized enough so that we don't have to pay for a render farm. I had to learn quite a few new techniques that I'm quite thankful for, and I can't wait to use them for my future projects.
Hello, and welcome to your new summer job. I'm here to talk to you some of the things that you could expect to see in your first week here and help you start this new and exciting career path. You actually are first going to work at this location, but this job should be fairly easy. Nothing really goes on during the night except for robbery, pranks, and etc. But we really haven't experienced any of those things. But to be aware, the animatronics do walk around at night and during the day to keep your servers from locking up. So don't worry about the place as haunted. Now that being said, if you're ever trying to find where the people are, they pretty much want to entertain you. You know, they don't want to hurt you. Also, you have two things to maintain. Well, more likely three. You have flashlight, power, and the mask is toxic, so you don't wear that for too long. So that's also one thing to maintain is your oxygen. I don't think you also want the place going dark. Also, that being said, please keep the power generated at all times. They currently cannot afford proper power just yet. Now, to welcome you to this job, we gave you an empty Freddy head, but during development of the building, I think some dust and other toxic type things may have gotten into it. So I don't think it's a good idea to wear for too long. Well, I think that's it. You should be golden. Check the lights, make sure nobody gets in, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hello? See, I told you your first time would be a problem. By now you won't have noticed the music box in one of the party rooms. That is brand new. They just visited the building 3 days ago. That is a replacement for the gift-giving animatronics that we used to have here. He kept the kids happy until one day a kid came and tore him apart. But he is stored in the basement, so he shouldn't be able to wander around. And the part that scares me about the puppet thing, he can go anywhere. To prevent that, just wind up the music box, and it should hold in place for about a few seconds. The animatronics have been also acting really strange lately. The CEO assumed there was a glitch in the system. They don't know how badly the glitch is or what it can exactly cause yet. But I'll update you whenever they find out. Don't worry. Before they even opened up the place, they had a yellow suit instead of a brown one. The yellow one was supposed to be Freddy, but you can see death marks so very easily on the yellow one. So the CEO switched this to a brown one, and the yellow suit happens to be right in the storage basement. I'll be honest, I think the CEO has OCD or something. Anyways, that's his problem. I'll let you go back to work. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hey, Night 3, I told you you wouldn't have any problems. About that gift-giving animatronic that was torn apart. He has been acting a bit twitchy, so he might be able to move. But if he does, the mouse should work on him too. There are also another gift-giving animatronic. Not just a puppet, but another cat named Kitty Fazcat. She likes to climb on things and is most likely to climb into the vents, so just keep an eye out for a pink animatronic cat. Remember to keep the music box wound up and the power generated. Oh, hey, before I go, the first animatronic we had here was very, very glitchy and too scary. He should not move and will not move, because he's been put in the storage basement as well. Yeah, he was the very first prototype we ever had here. But okay, but anyways, hang in there, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hey there, Night 4. I told you would get the hang of it. Okay, just to update you, CEO has found out the glitch can cause... It's very deadly. The animatronics start to think during the night that any adult in the building is an empty endoskeleton without its costume on. Apparently that's against the rules here, so they tried to stuff the person in the suit. But the downside about that is that the suits are filled with wires and animatronic devices. Also, I forgot to mention a dog animatronic we have here. The children called him Doug. So I guess that's his name. I guess that's the name we're giving him. He falls with noise, so just make sure to make some noise when you see him in your camera view, or in the far end of the hall. Also, someone wants to buy us out and rename our business, but the CEO refused to do that. Anyways, hang tight, all pass. Good night. Hello? Hey, good job, Night 5. Keep a close eye on things tonight, okay? A child just went missing today. The CEO literally had to shout out at the top of his lungs and explain to the press that it wasn't our doing. Now, we're all over the news. This is really sad news, really. So we may have to sell off the business to the guy that came over yesterday. The puppet was also really acting really aggressive during the day shift. So, just keep the music box wound up at all times, okay? And be sure the power doesn't go out either. Just get through 2 more nights, hang in there, and good night.
Hi.
CEO is gonna sell out today.
Hi.
We have to close our doors. The animatronics are starting to smell. The puppet is not acting right. None of them are acting right. Just stay safe tonight, okay? Use the mask, keep the power generated, and ride up the music box. Whenever they get a grand reopening, I'll probably have someone else take the night shift for you. Okay, good night, and good luck.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Hi. Hi.